Let's be honest, not every high NBA pick is going to be successful in the NBA. Some players will fall flat and never live up to expectations of their high draft pick. Others will have great all-star careers. So in this series, we break down some young players' games and take a look at the players from the 2014 draft that are most likely to be considered busts. Why? The players that should have been picked ahead of them. Dante Exum was considered one of the best prospects entering the 2014 NBA draft. This native from Australia participated in many events as a team, such as the Nike Hoop Summit for Team World in 2013 and the Australian National High School Championships, leading his team to the win. Exum was seen as a promising international talent as he averaged 24 points and 5 assists per 40 minutes in his international career, which includes the FIBA Under-17, FIBA U19, and the Nike Hoop Summit. One of Exum's main strengths was his size and length. At 6'6", Exum has great size as a guard and was seen to be able to get to the rim at ease. But one of his major weaknesses was his shooting, especially from the three-point line. The trouble with Exum is that he was extremely young and still needed time to develop before coming into the NBA. Prior to graduating from high school in 2013, he chose to bypass college and enter the 2014 NBA draft. No one was truly sure how well his game would translate into the NBA. Dante Exum was selected 5th by the Utah Jazz in the 2014 draft. During Summer League in Exum's rookie season, Exum averaged 7 points and 2 rebounds and 2 assists. Exum appeared in all 82 games with the Jazz with 41 starts as a rookie, averaging 4 points, 1 rebound, and 2 assists in 22 minutes played, scoring in double figures in 13 games and leading the team in assists 11 times. Exum still had trouble shooting the ball, as noted by scouts, as he would shoot 35% from the field and 31% from 3 in his rookie season. His sophomore season would come to an end quickly as Exum would sustain a severe knee injury in August of 2015 while playing for Australia, which ended up being a torn ACL, causing him to miss the entire season. But this injury has caused his career to get upended, as the Utah Jazz acquired point guard George Hill from the Pacers in the 2016 season. He has completely taken over the starting point guard position, and the guard has been struggling for court time in recent weeks, with coach Quinn Snyder going with Shelvin Mack at the backup point guard position, who is averaging 12 points per game to Exum's 6 points per game, 5 DNPs in the last 8 games in 2017. And with 3 other point guards in the roster, I wouldn't be surprised if he makes an appearance in the D-League or sees a new team in the coming years. Noah Vonleh was a standout freshman from Indiana University. Standing at 6'10", Vonleh became the Big Ten Freshman of the Year when he averaged 11 points and 9 rebounds during his freshman season, being considered one of the best rebounders in his class. And with the 9th overall pick, the Charlotte Hornets selected Vonleh in the 2014 NBA draft. His rookie season was quickly upended as he would suffer a sports hernia and was out 6 to 8 weeks in the beginning of the season. He then would spend time back and forth with the Charlotte Hornets and their D-League team, the Mad Ants, where he would average 7 points and 6 rebounds. By 2015, Vonleh was traded along with Gerald Henderson to the Portland Trail Blazers in exchange for Nicholas Batum. He registered 9 points and 6 rebounds in his first career start with the Trailblazers in 24 minutes. By March, he was replaced in the starting lineup by Maurice Harkless. He averaged 3 points and 4 rebounds in his last season with the Trailblazers and struggling for playing time in the early 2017 season. After getting traded after his rookie season, this was yet another wasted pick by the Charlotte Hornets franchise. Adrian Payne was a 4-year career starter at Michigan State, averaging 16 points and 7 rebounds as a senior for the Michigan State Spartans. Many scouts thought Payne could be a Draymond Green type player, a defensive presence that could do a little bit of everything on the offensive end. And with the 15th overall pick in the 2014 draft, Payne was selected by the Atlanta Hawks. After averaging 12 points and 7 rebounds during the 2014 NBA Summer League, he suffered an injury to his left foot, missing the first 10 games of the season. He would move back and forth with their D-League team, the Mad Ants. The following season, he would get traded to the Minnesota Timberwolves. And with the Timberwolves, he would have one of the best games of his career, with 16 points and 15 rebounds in a loss to the Clippers. His rookie season in 2014-2015 season with Atlanta and Minnesota was mildly successful, as he would still struggle shooting the ball, averaging 28% from the field and 12% from three on 24 minutes played. The next season was no better, with Payne averaging 2 points and 2 rebounds per game on 9 minutes per game, shooting 36% from the field and 28% from three. Payne will soon be long forgotten in the Timberwolves rotation. James Young played one season at Kentucky, where as a freshman he averaged 14 points, 4 rebounds, and 1 assist in 32 minutes, and played in 39 starts in college, and finished second in University of Kentucky's single-season freshman record with 82 made three-pointers in the season. Young was also a product of entering the association too early, as Young slipped in the draft to the 17th overall pick in the 2014 draft and was selected by the Boston Celtics. He spent the majority of his rookie NBA season playing for the Celtics D-League team, the Red Claws, where he averaged 14 points, 4 rebounds, and 1 assist in 32 minutes played. Injuries forced Young to miss the summer league and most of training camp and spent the early season on the bench. Because of these setbacks, Young spent much of the season driving back and forth between Boston and Maine, playing for the Red Claws in order to receive constant playing time. He had 11 D-League assignments in total during his rookie season. Young managed just 4 more appearances with the Celtics in the 2015 season, and following the season played in the Celtics Summer League, where he averaged 9 points and 3 rebounds in 5 games. But his performance was considered underwhelming, as he shot just 27% from the field and 22% from three. With limited playing time in the 2015-2016 season with Boston, he shot 30% from the field and 23% from three, and 25% from the free throw line. While Young was a great three-point shooter in college, he has yet to find his stroke in the NBA. And with the Celtics drafting Jaylen Brown in the 2015 draft and Crowder locked in at the starting small forward position, it will be tough for Young to get playing time on this team. Bruno Caboclo was a relatively unknown coming into the draft. Playing in Brazil for only 1 season as a teenager, for which he averaged 4 points and 3 rebounds per game, Bruno was seen as a project, as a 6'9" forward would boast almost an 8-foot wingspan. But there still wasn't enough evidence that showed he would be successful in the NBA. But with the 20th overall pick, the Toronto Raptors selected Bruno from Brazil, and in his rookie season saw only 8 games with the Raptors, averaging 1 point, and his sophomore season was no better, as he averaged 0.5 points on 7 minutes played. And with the Raptors in playoff contention for a championship, they simply cannot wait for his talent to develop, and his career will soon be over in the NBA. He may find more success in international play. While some of these picks may not have been so bad, there were some real gems drafted in the second round of the 2014 draft that could have been taken ahead of these players. And had these franchises taken these players, their circumstances would surely be different. Players such as Jeremy Grant, who was drafted 39th overall, Clint Capella, who was drafted 25th overall, Nikola Jokic, who was drafted 41st overall, and Rodney Hood, who was drafted 23rd overall. And let me not forget Jordan Clarkson, who was drafted 46th overall. And those are the 5 players that will be busts in the 2014 draft. Who else would be considered a bust in the 2014 draft? Leave it in the comment section below, but until then, it's been your boy, Johnny Walker LA, and I'm out. Bow.